We're talking about podcasts.
Keep going, dude. We're supposed to keep going.
We're talking about itty-bitty podcasts. Podcast.
The first one was so good.
It was so good. Who do we blame that on? Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. I'm Carter.
Doge. Jordan.
Guys, I think it's time to bring back some labor pains. Let me tell you.
Oh, wow.
April 15th.
People getting born.
People getting born. We're going to bring this back.
Man.
I'm sure the Chunkies are excited. Let me tell you who didn't make A Star Was Born Today. Okay?
These were possibilities of people that
possibilities.
we could have picked.
Emma Thompson.
Oh.
Okay.
Didn't make Trelawney. She's not here.
Nanny McPhee herself.
Maisie Williams, even with Game of
Maisie,
Thrones
no
coming out
Maisie.
yesterday. No Maisie Williams. Chris Stapleton, for many reasons, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. I mean, he hasn't been connected yet
Smooth.
to anything, but I love him. Smooth.
Whoa, warm.
Yes. And Leonardo da Vinci was also
No
one
way.
of the Da Vinci Code.
The Ninja
I've heard
Turtles.
about him.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Leo. But we do have some stars that were born. Let us begin.
Yes.
While his first credit as Ricky Danforth in Donnie Darko is hardly memorable, his laugh, which is a combination of a dying car engine and curdling milk in a garbage disposal, it certainly is. Most of his top-rated movies feature his trusty sidekick, Cannabis. What 37-year-old actor has some big hooves to fill this summer?
It's got to be Seth Rogen.
Yeah, certainly Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
He even did writing for like The Daily Show. Did you know that?
Really?
He was a writer first, which makes sense because he's
No way.
he's doing a lot of producing and writing. He's done Preacher for AMC, which is one of the Dark Horse comics, much like Hellboy, which we found out is not doing well.
Yeah.
No way.
Maybe
That's such a
don't
bummer.
see that in theaters, which makes me very sad.
Yeah, me
because
too.
maybe more than anything for Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David
Because I
Harbour is-
like him
He's having
so
a
much.
moment right now.
Yeah,
He is definitely having a moment, and
Apparently
hopefully
it's a bad
that's
one right
I mean, he
now.
got paid, I'm sure. So, but
I would
Probably.
bet. Yeah. I
I'm
would
sure he got
bet.
paid real big.
Yeah. Sorry, David. The check
What if
bounced.
there's like, hey, yeah, that tiny font down there? If it doesn't do more than 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, you don't get any money. That would be really bad.
Oof.
Our next one I've made intentionally hard,
Okay.
but it's going to be different. I'm trying to switch these up a little bit as we dive back into A Star Was Born. On a recent episode, you guys thought that I thought that this actor was an actor with the same last name of someone that I thought was married to someone from our recently favorite movie franchise, which ironically, he was actually in. Though our actual favorite franchise, he was only kind of in. He was like the best part of the worst part. Whose birthday is today?
Read me that one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to need that again.
So-
Sorry.
On a recent episode,
Yep.
Yeah.
you guys thought that I thought that this actor was an actor with the same last name of someone that I thought was married to someone
I know who it is.
from
I know
our
who it is.
recently
I got it.
favorite
Yep.
movie franchise, which ironically he was actually in. Though our actual favorite franchise, he was only kind of in. He was like the best part of the worst part.
It's Luke Evans.
Luke Evans, I'm
Yeah.
so glad y'all got that. I really had to chew on this one a little bit and be like, am I even describing this the right way? But that was such a massive mishap because there was a point when someone thought I thought
thought
Luke
you were
Evans
talking
instead
about
of
Luke
Chris
Evans.
Evans.
Yeah. That was
Man.
rough.
Check out Daenerys Targaryen's Muscle Chris mix-up for
Yes.
Carter's big mistake.
My
Yes.
greatest fear was that somebody would read that title and go, they don't even know her name.
Right. Our final star was born. Even with a magic world under her belt, Maisie Williams was outshined by this actress who was born today. She's really only been technically in one good thing, but it was a lot of good thing. And she might, like me, one day have a future in professing if she stayed in this world.
Is this Emma Watson?
Whoa! Great job.
How
Y'all
did
were
you-
amazing today.
Wow.
How did you know?
You've missed it, haven't you?
I have missed it. It felt really good. I think it was future in professing and one really good thing. Put it all
Yeah.
together.
Because she was in like Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Right.
But
The Tale of Despero.
Sure.
Everyone's favorite flick.
Sure. Honestly, she's done a lot of philanthropy. She's like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
not like
she's
she's
awesome.
stopped working.
No,
like
she's
she's doing
awesome.
incredible stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that was A Star Was Born, and it's back, and it feels good.
It does
does.
feel good.
I think it helped that it was April 15th
Yeah.
because I kept looking at it and I was like, well, we do have Spring Delirium today, and the only people born were TikTok stars that I've never heard of before.
Do you know what
Why
what
is
it
that
feels like?
such a thing?
I don't understand TikTok. I don't even want to go there. But it feels like I had like a lot of rows of Tetris blocks that needed to be finished, and you slid the Star Was Born block into the right spot, and they all disappeared. I feel really good now. I feel like I'm
Have we
the good empty.
ever talked about how you are just the master of like metaphor, like of analogy?
Thank you. I'll take that.
Almost every episode, I'll be like, man, that was a good moment.
I like
just
metaphor.
on the spot, coming up with metaphor. It's wonderful. I
Thank
couldn't
you.
think of a good nickname to throw in a metaphor.
Master of metaphor feels good. to
Master
me.
of metaphor?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
But I mean, I don't know if you can pick your own nickname.
No, it's yours.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
what metaphor gets you.
Oh, thank you.
So before we introduce a new series, we have big news.
We do.
We got two big newses. So let's get it. And it's all Disney themed.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
first and foremost, I would love to hear who our champion of the first ever, and maybe last, because unless there's going to be 32 more sidekicks in the next, we'll see. We'll
Disney's
see.
got big
I bet there's a way that we can come up with something. Who is our Spring Delirium champion? This was 32 sidekicks in a bracket much like March Madness, but it was even
Like what?
Even madder. It was Spring Delirium. I said it was
yeah, I know
much
that
like
one.
March
I know that
Madness.
one.
Yeah. Way more famous.
Hey, also, I won my March Madness bracket, and I didn't watch even one
you are
second
the kind of
the
person that wins
entire
March Madness
That
brackets.
makes me so mad. Did you win anything?
Who was in the final?
I'm pretty sure I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Gosh.
But I think I won a gift card to a movie theater that is very far from my home, and I won't be accepting.
Is it by
can't
my
accept this.
home?
No.
Oh.
But I just wanted
Worth a
to,
shot.
I think it's the victory that I
It's that,
needed.
it's that Oklahoma City Cinemark we all know and love. Congrats, Jordan.
All right. Listeners at home and listeners who are driving, pound your steering wheel, beat on it, and give me a drum roll.
I can hear it. I can hear it now.
I can feel it.
2 days, 3 days from now.
Yep.
The winner's Kronk.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
The
It's gotta
winner's
be.
Kronk.
What was the percentage on it?
It was a 60-40 split.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
it was-
good. You
it was
hope for
actually a
that.
lot
You hope
closer
for
than
that
I
in
thought
the
it was gonna
final.
be.
Kronk
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
has been voted by
Kronk.
the Chunkies the greatest Disney sidekick during the Disney Doesn't.
Sure. And I didn't want to obviously say anything about it while we were first making the Spring
Right,
Delirium
we're on the other side
because
now.
I didn't want to influence votes. I would have put money on Crunk from the beginning.
I've had my eye on this boy's 32-inch waist and 64-inch long.
I think it was like
inseam
66.
since the beginning.
Real excited. And I think and obviously it's not intentional, but we get to talk about him a lot more tomorrow. And that makes me really, really
Yes.
excited.
It feels really
That's
good.
really crazy.
So other big Disney news. We've been talking about Disney Plus for a long time on this podcast, anticipating it. And we got news of exactly when it's coming out.
That's true.
A little bit earlier than I thought we would.
Yeah.
And maybe it just all kind of was cloudy and got lost in the fact that they've opened the Galaxy's Edge at Disney World, and they're adding all these new things of the parks. And then they bought 21st Century Fox, and then they've got part ownership of Hulu. Oh yeah, now we're going to announce Disney Plus.
I'm pretty confident that in a decade and a half, we're going to look back at this time right now and go, so that's when it started. And we're going to see that Disney
has everything.
owns everything. And
when I was
maybe not in a good way.
yeah,
No, I think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a very bad thing.
I'm nervous about it.
but we're all going to buy it.
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
super
You know
excited
why?
for
Because
Plus.
it's $6.99 to start.
Yeah, $6.99 launching in November.
Or you
November
can pay-
12th.
Or you can pay $70 a year, which comes up to like $580
Yeah.
a month. $580.
Yeah, it's
And more.
amazing.
Now,
Of
here's
course
the
I
thing.
will.
It's launching with, at the beginning, it is launching with 100 plus Disney originals from the past. So that's Disney Channel original movies, original Disney TV shows, and
Yep.
other original Disney things.
Yep.
It's eliminating the vault. It's where they're going to put the new Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
WandaVision.
WandaVision. I mean, they're putting those things, Star Wars
Loki,
original series
Hawkeye.
on there. And that's all going to be
Things like
great.
The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
There's another show. The Mandalorian is the one that stars the guy who was Prince Oberyn in
Yeah.
Game
Yes,
of Thrones.
in Game of
There's,
Thrones.
there's a Cassian Andor show as well coming from Star Wars.
They're also apparently
final
going to
season of
launch
Clone
with
Wars.
every episode of The Simpsons ever.
Yeah,
on the
which
app.
that's what's weird when I'm scrolling through.
Yeah.
Because I think on a recent episode I told you I was going to get emails from Disney about Disney Plus when it launches.
Right.
So they had this awesome graphic, and you're scrolling through, and you're like, "Oh wow, Poe Dameron. Oh, that's amazing. WandaVision. Huh? Homer
Simpson.
And he's just sitting there, and he's got his little Mickey ears on, and I'm like,
Right.
well, they own that too.
That's true.
That's so
now,
weird.
Here's the other thing, though, that makes me a little nervous, but it's going to happen. This is the drug dealer. The first taste is free kind of a thing. Like, they're tossing it out at $6.99 a month right now. 2 years, it's going to be double that.
That's okay.
It is okay.
You know, and I get that. But
because it's going to be a wonderful first year.
that's what's tough, though, is because Disney Plus it would be different if Disney Plus was introduced at the same time Netflix was.
Sure.
Because then the competitors are Disney Plus and Netflix. But I think because there are more streaming services now, competition is a little more unique. Because now people are like, I have to get rid of something.
Right.
So what do I get rid of?
And the interesting thing to me is, first of all, what price point puts you at worth it? And so for me, $6.99 to watch all of Even Stevens as many times as I want is worth it.
I mean, even that, yeah.
Right. But the other thing is, like, Apple also just announced a streaming service, and it looks like garbage.
Yeah, dude, that's not.
Like, it was so underwhelming, and
It's already been forgotten about.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably going to be people listening like me that forgot about it or never heard of it.
Right.
But yeah, I think another thing with Disney Plus too. Oh, there's so they're going to have like a docuseries that's High School Musical, the musical, the series. So what they're doing is it's the actual high school where High School Musical was filmed, and it's following students at that high school as they are about to actually do a musical at the school of High School Musical.
Honestly, hey,
that's incredible.
I'm watching it.
Dude,
I'm going to watch it.
I'm super going to watch it.
Because you know at least one of them is going to be better than the person that was in the original movie.
And you also know at least one of them is going to cry for no reason, and I'm really there for
it's
that.
drama.
Yeah, it really feels
it's drama.
Feels
for
like
sure.
my trash TV fix.
Yeah,
yes,
I need
absolutely. So that's going to be interesting to follow, and I'm sure that won't be the last time we talk about Disney Plus.
Oh, it definitely won't be
on this podcast. Now,
especially when they buy Little Caesars for whatever reason, it's gonna be like Disney Plus and pizza whenever you want, $6.99 a month. Let's do this.
Do you know what's funny?
$6.99 a month for unlimited pizza.
Yeah, I would do that.
Sign up fast.
I would do that for anywhere. It doesn't matter what the pizza place is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it was like,
here's what's
Papa
crazy.
John's.
Here's what $6.99 even buys you. That one DVD that we had to search for that was in the vault when we were doing a review on it.
Yeah.
Could have just could have got the streaming service for $7. It would have been cheaper.
Yep.
Than buying the actual Blu-ray.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. So I have a fun new bit for us today.
Okay. I love new bits.
You thought that Spring Delirium was over. It's not. No, it is. It is.
Okay.
This is just delirium, like just figuratively.
Yeah.
So something very interesting is about to happen in our culture that has been happening for a long time. A lot of big TV shows will release on Sunday nights.
yeah.
So there's this thing that happens on Mondays, okay, to where it's the water cooler talk.
Right.
Those that have not watched the show have covered their ears and they're saying, shut up, don't say anything. Those that are watching, but then you start to do this fun thing that nobody really talks about because it might be rude to talk about, but you start listening to other people talk about the show and you're like, you have no idea what's going on. Dude.
Right. Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Here's a funny, unique thing that we get to do. We record this podcast on Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay. Game of Thrones. Let's have fun with this for the Game of Thrones season. Game of Thrones comes out on Sunday.
Yep.
Our podcast comes out on the Monday after.
That's true.
Our conversations will be right there with you at the water cooler.
Okay.
Let's see if the three of us can have a conversation about the episode that came on 2 days from now.
Get it close.
And get closer than the people that don't know anything about Game of Thrones.
Okay.
This series is called IgnoRant.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's a rant full of ignorance that you're going to probably get on Mondays anyways. So, guys, can you believe
Yeah.
on the episode last night? I didn't even think that it would start this way.
I know.
It was crazy.
It's like I get all the anticipation, and then it happens.
Yeah.
And then the one with the sword,
Yeah.
dead already.
I know.
Can you believe it?
Like some people were guessing for him or her. I can't remember if it's a him or a her.
One of them.
Right.
That they're going to be on the throne, and now they're not. Like there's no way they will be.
Even the dragon, though.
Yeah.
Like that part where, like, I just couldn't even believe what was happening.
No, and I totally forgot about the snow dragon.
Yeah.
Like the one that the witch guy got at the end.
The craziest
Yeah.
thing to me is how sort of they've taken the direction of interpretation a little less literally, and the Hound is now played by a dog.
Right.
That's the
that I
amazing
also
thing.
thought was dead. It's like what they did is they took what was alive and they made it dead.
Right.
And then they took what I thought was dead and have made it alive.
Right.
Which is totally Game of Thrones.
It's classic Game of Thrones.
Classic Game of
like,
Thrones.
I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, where are the wands? Like,
Right.
if they were doing magic, where are the wands?
because I thought when they had all those Easter eggs in season 3, I was like,
Yeah.
well,
There were
that's
sticks
going to be a
everywhere.
wand.
Yeah.
The guy who lived in the tree, I was like, that's the same guy from Harry Potter.
Right, that's got to be the wand guy. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for the crossover, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to come
It's
or not.
very bold to cross it over with Lord of the Rings, as much as they have already, though, with
Yeah.
Sam being such a huge character in both stories.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that he gets his maester training, and now we know why he knows so much about strawberries.
Yeah.
When he talks to Frodo about
Yeah.
them. So
Makes
it's-
complete sense.
Man, it's just.
And when Daenerys meets
Golly.
the Winterfell sisters,
oh,
that was a
man.
cat fight, was it
The
not?
The
Winterfells?
Winterfell sisters.
She turned from
Angelica,
dragon
Peggy,
to cat,
and Eliza
if you're asking me.
Winterfell.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
We have to figure out a way to end IgnoRant. I can't wait till next week. Like, let's have that be the end of that.
Okay.
Like, man, no idea what's going to happen
It's like,
next
I can't
week.
wait till next week. And then one of those like, and then all of us, you can hear us all shrugging and like looking at the camera like,
So that's IgnoRant.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's see how close we get to some of the conversations you will have today about Game of Thrones. If you don't even watch Game of Thrones,
that's okay.
just give it a listen. Do we sound like the people that watch Game of Thrones? Because we do, but we didn't see this one.
Right.
Anyways, that's IgnoRant. And so to end today, actually, you know what? We found out we can IgnoRant about something else too.
Oh my gosh, 2 ignorants in one
Is that too
episode.
exhausting? Let's just tell the future a little bit. We don't have to IgnoRant about
I
it.
think it's exhausting.
But Doge even let me know something that I didn't know. And tell people, how do you know that? Like, I bet people would like to hear what's the source because they want to know that stuff too.
We are likely getting a trailer for Star Wars Episode 9 by the time you're listening to this at some point in the past, the weekend that just
probably
ended.
Saturday.
Probably Saturday. So yeah, it's set to debut at Star Wars Celebration, which is happening this weekend.
And if it doesn't, this becomes way funnier.
If it doesn't, this is way funnier. But yeah, so we felt like we were probably going to be expected to talk about that.
Yeah.
And we obviously know a lot about that trailer since we did get to see it
watch
early.
it.
We
of
did
course.
watch it early.
Of course.
And it's
So and I want to talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
It honestly lines up with everything I kind of expected after Rian Johnson's take on Star Wars. That the trailer just opened up with Rey farting a lot.
Yeah.
Like it just sort
Yeah.
of opened and Rey was just like, "Oh boy, shouldn't have had that nasty milk." It was just like,
But it was the blue milk. Like
Right.
there were
I was
so
gonna say
many of
blue
those
milk.
blue alien
Right.
milk dispensers.
Sure. Great avoidance of blue language, much like the milk. But yeah, it opens up with just Rey staring deadpan into the camera and farting for 3, 4,
before
5
we
minutes.
go into what's likely going to be a 2-minute long trailer, unpacking that in 5 minutes on something that's already been exhausting on this episode, I'm just going to let you guys know there's nothing coming out this weekend. There is something coming out next weekend. And we'll talk more about that on the next podcast. But next weekend, we do have Endgame coming out. Go figure, more Disney things, right? They own half the calendar year so far. So,
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts. And so that'll be, and it's kind of an interesting thing too. Doesn't it feel silly to have other movies coming out around the time of something like
I
that?
don't
Why
know
would you even do
you
that?
do that?
Like it broke, like Fandango had to change the way that they do stuff now. Like it I think quadrupled the first 24-hour sales of
Holy
the
moly.
Force Awakens.
Whoa.
That's
So,
crazy.
and I still don't have anyone in that movie credited for box office. fall.
Nor do
Was
I.
Tom Holland added to the cast?
Yep. So Doge is going to have a resurgence with that.
I got that.
You
I got
fools.
a Detective Pikachu. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not feeling as confident anymore.
We'll see what happens.
So, to end our mini Monday, our historic mini Monday with a new bit and one of the best Stars Were Born ever. Which cameo from last night's Game of Thrones stood out the most to you of all them? I think there was something like 7 or 8.
Right.
But which cameo stood out to you? So I'm Carter, and I'll have to say, of all the series, I did not expect Game of Thrones to have the Looney Tune connection, like some other movies have.
Yeah.
But when I saw Wile E. Coyote in Winterfell
Yeah.
it kind of threw me for a loop a little
That
bit.
was
It
And I'm
fits though
still,
almost, you know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
to unpack it.
Yeah.
But Wile
There's a
E.
lot there.
Coyote's, his cameo was strange.
Yeah.
I'm Doge, and to me, the biggest reveal, probably of all of them that I haven't seen people talking about yet, is Aslan. He was there, and he is a Lannister. He's like the Lannister lion, and that
Oh, like as
blows
Lannister.
my mind. As Lannister is his full
Oh
given
my
Christian
gosh.
name.
That's amazing.
As Lannister, the mean lion.
I'll have to go back and watch it. I didn't even see him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm Jordan, and for me, I think the craziest thing was just when they changed the theme song and it's Stevie Wonder now. I just wasn't expecting it. It's sort of a different vibe than anything that. Yeah,
It's the same one from Mulan, right?
Yeah, and he's just sort of like. You know what I mean?
Why
Like
do I
just-
want that now,
I know, a
though?
little
Yeah,
bit,
I know. I actually kind of want.
but like, and it's all done on like. The whole thing's done on a Wurlitzer. It's very cool.
What?
Yeah, Stevie, thanks, man. That was awesome.
Enjoy your Monday.
Bye.